Hi, welcome and thank you so much for being here. We're going to do a timeless and collective reading. So whenever this reading finds its way to you is the right time. Keep in mind it's a general reading. So see what signs, symbols, messages, and energies resonate for you in your particular situation, and hopefully help bring you a little clarity on whatever you're wondering. It could broaden your perspective, narrow your focus, help you see something with fresh eyes in a new way, in a new light. But in the end, always trust yourself. A divine inner guidance, it's inside of you. And try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition, so your decisions are sound, based in love, and for the highest, greatest good of everyone. So we're all uplifted in love. Let's begin. We're going to start with the divine dog today. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and greatest good of all. Here's the opening foundational energy message for the collective right now. Please and thank you. Listening. All right, so you have to really open your ears, open your mind. Somebody might have something to say to you. It's also possible you have to sort of sit back and observe something right now. But if there's anything that you were wanting to say to someone else, I feel like the time is coming where it's really heard. It's understood. It's understood. Pay close attention. So also, it's also, I'm getting details. So maybe pay close attention to the details. I am also getting, just see how this particular little dog looks very curious. Like, So I'm getting curiosity, but I'm getting that you need to pay attention to maybe somebody's energy, how it feels, but also their body language right now. So maybe, the words come out one way, but their body language is saying something else. So whether they're kind of open and curious, like interested, or if they're kind of closed off, standoffish, really pay attention to body language right now. That will help you know when is the right time to speak and maybe how to say something. Let's go to something different. I feel like we should bounce today. Let's bounce around a little bit. This is the cosmic messages. What is a cosmic message to clarify listening and paying close attention? That's one deeper message for the collective, please and thank you. When you find something that excites you, go all in and enjoy the ride. I love this message. Yeah, if it excites you, if it lights you up, if it makes you feel like a child, if it's something you think about doing and you're so excited you can't even go to bed, or you wake up before the alarm, or you just have a conversation about it and it gives you that excited kind of energy, dive on in. Take a leap of faith. Give something a try. Even if you have to step out of your comfort zone, I feel like you are going to enjoy this ride. Go all in. I'm not seeing you sticking a little toe in the water to test something out here. I feel like it's like you don't even care about the temperature. You just know whatever temperature it is, it's going to feel amazing. So I am getting you diving into a situation, diving into something new. I'm also getting somebody getting really excited about you. So I don't know if you're going into a partnership or you're doing a project with someone, but I feel like this is a back and forth sort of excited energy flow, but it's interesting. I see a car. So the car is a representation of movement or travel or journey. But I see you occasionally going back and forth between the driver's seat and passenger, like back and forth. So I don't think there's one person particular in the driver's seat. I feel like it's a back and forth energy. Let's get another one. This is Raise Your Vibration Oracle. Maybe some of you are going on a road trip. We're taking a little journey. I am also getting with these two together, I mean, it says listening, and I just like heard that weird GPS voice. I guess you can get different voices to talk to you. I know some people that have the beautiful British accent. So even when you make a wrong turn and she's telling you to turn around like 400 times, you can't get mad at her because she sounds so sexy. So I am getting maybe pay attention to the directions. Maybe you have to write something down. I am getting like, I don't know. I actually see somebody getting lost. I don't know if you're going somewhere and you get a little lost or have to kind of take a detour, but I don't think that's a bad thing. I feel like maybe there's something cool that happens on this detour. It's all about maybe the journey here, not the destination. Maybe the destination's what you're looking forward to, but I feel like there's also something exciting about that in-between space. But with that, pay close attention. Maybe don't, you know, like pay attention to what you're doing. And I feel like there's like a sign you might miss. Maybe it's just a sign you need to see and not actually about directions as well. It could be like a really cool billboard or an advertisement for something that maybe you can take a detour on that would be something really interesting to you. That was kind of a cool little message to come through. So if some of you are going on a road trip, I feel like it's going to be a good time. All right, let's see. What else would be helpful for the collective to know right now? Please and thank you. Oh, it's like the earth and a rainbow around the earth, almost like Saturn. It says, my high vibes heal the world. I have been feeling like messages have been coming through for a good group of you where you are connecting somehow with your special, unique energy, way of doing something. I heard humor again. Maybe your humor or your style or your presentation or something about you is really special, where whether you are connecting to the world in a big audience or something like that, a customer base, whether you travel the world and wherever you go, you kind of meet these cool people and have new friends in your life, or whether it's your connection to people that is so strong where you are, that love, that like butterfly effect, your vibration, woo, energy and movement, your vibration is twinkling so much, you shining like a star, that you're affecting others in such a positive way that their vibration is changing and they affect someone else, and then they affect someone else. So I don't know if it's your overall energy talking about what's exciting to you or you're passionate about or something that you're into, but it is somehow really making your energy sparkle extra. Maybe you got this listening card too because people are really hearing you. They're hearing you. And inspired by you. So do also with that, pay close attention. Pay attention to the vibes you feel. You know, that sensitivity that you have to different groups, to different people, to environments, to a room. And I do feel like if it's a weird vibration, you somehow will, I don't know, change it, be the bridge. But if it doesn't make you feel comfortable at all, it's also you having the awareness to take your beautiful vibration somewhere else. Where your sparkle is embraced. I see a big hug. I just heard embrace me, my sweet embraceable you. You irreplaceable you. Oh, that's like a beautiful song. I'll put that below for you guys. So let's do another oracle. This is the Super Attractor. What is another oracle message for the collective, please and thank you? I do feel like some of you are doing something pretty important online. You know, this sort of makes me think of the internet or something online. So I don't know if you're connecting to a group or starting a class. Maybe you're even, hi. Maybe you're even teaching something, but maybe I feel like there's something online that's important. Maybe it's even listening to something. I mean, I know you can listen to books, but you can listen to really cool, you can get entire college courses for free online. Whether it's through something like YouTube or there's different platforms that involve libraries. And maybe there is something that you can learn about and you thought you always had to go pay a lot of money and, you know, go to a fancy school. And maybe you can actually take an entire course by listening to it or watching it. If it's something you're interested in, look it up. See if there's something that's even free that you can learn. Let's see. One more message, please and thank you. Wow, you get all these big cards. Now you got the sun with an eye. You also have the universe here. The universe, yeah. I am feeling this really big for a lot of you. It's like the universe does have big plans for you. I feel like you are gonna enjoy this ride, but I don't think it's something small. Whether it's really big changes in your life that are coming in, or whether you are changing others' lives in a really big way, or you are doing something where you are shining like the sun. You're meant to glow. You're meant to stand out. You're meant to have a lot of abundance and stability, prosperity, happiness in your life. It's like this huge thing has been orchestrating itself in, you know, the ether for you, but also down here on earth. It's like it's just waiting for you to step through that portal. But I am getting that it's taking, you got to like start along that path to find it. I feel like that portal is there waiting for you. You just got to like get there. And I don't think it's one portal. I feel like you step into one portal and it feels like the whole world is different. A little weird, a little unusual, but so amazing. And then there's a bigger portal that opens up. It's time. So the universe has big plans for you, and it's time to claim them. It's time to take hold of something, to take action upon something, to start to manifest, to start to make something happen. It starts with you maybe listening to your higher self, listening to what your dreams are, what new dreams are becoming or unfolding or you desire, listening to the truth of your heart, paying close attention maybe to synchronicities as well. When you keep thinking about something and there's little hintaroos in your life that pop up about that thing you keep thinking about, especially when it's a positive vibration, when it involves enthusiasm, when it involves your passion, when it involves something you love, and it keeps like appearing. They're like little spiritual signposts saying, hey, yes, you are right. That is the way you should go. And I'm getting also the compliment thing. If there is something about you that strangers, your friends, family, whomever compliments you on, and it's repetitive, and you keep hearing it, listen to it. It's like little whispers of angelic guidance, divine guidance telling you, yes, that is something special about you that people notice. And that it's part of your gift that you have, and that's going to be part of what you use for this dream coming true. Especially if it feels shiny in you too. So, I mean, anything, your style, the sound of your voice, the way you move, the way you ask questions, the way you figure out solutions, the way you see numbers. I'm getting that energy for some of you. I heard directions. So maybe it's maybe you're a writer. Maybe it's how you instruct something or the way that you can teach something. But I see somebody traveling the world again. So I feel like for some of you, maybe it's just your love of different places that you go, and you do little videos, little travel videos or something like that. You show the local spots, or you just show your journey. You let somebody get in the virtual driver's seat of your, or passenger seat of your journey or your ride, and inspire them by getting a little glimpse-roo of coming along with something that you are loving to do. I don't think it has to be a journey or something like that. I think that is specific for someone, but it's sort of that idea. Because when you're doing something you love and you're talking about it, it's authentic. And it is inspiring to others. And there are little niches of things in this world. Sometimes there are such like weird little things that people are into or excite them, and you don't think anybody out there like has that same kind of interest. And you'd be surprised. Huge groups of people are into certain things. I feel like even if you think your thing is different and not going to be accepted, I feel like some of you are going to find your group, your niche, your pocket of people, of other people that are inspired by you. Maybe it starts by you being inspired by someone else, but I feel like you are still going to be the one somehow to take that and shine. So let's see. This is a really, like, I feel like there's a lot of energy today in this reading. Vibrations. I just thought of the Beach Boys song. So let's get one. I don't even know what I auto-grabbed. What did I auto-grab? Guides of the Hidden Realms. Let's get one message from this. What does the collective need to know right now, please and thank you? Look at all this green. Maybe you are doing something in nature. Maybe it's about healing, cleansing energy. Also, this is the green. It's like your heart. Like your heart opening up. What does it even say? Your eyes are closed here, so you are tapping into your third eye. It's letting go of stories, letting go of the old narrative and creating a new one. But when you're in that narrative, that story, it's not like I'm not getting, it's a story. Let's just say in your Akashic records. You have the basic, beautiful things you are here to learn and grow from. But it's more like how you get that lesson, or where you get that experience, or whom it's with. Like, there can be twists and turns in that story. Almost like those books where you get to the end, you're like, do you go left or you go right? You know, do you take the hot air balloon or the motorcycle? There's always that free will that happens, so the story can kind of go different ways, but the basic like energy or outcome is, it might change. So it's being flexible. Every decision you make, you know, takes you on a slightly different timeline. I'm getting different timelines, but I'm getting that the same basic beautiful signposts by Spirit and by God are there for you. So it's like you have this summary, kind of the chapter, but you never really know what's on it until you're in that moment making that decision on the journey in the now. What does this even say? Let's see what it says. Hold on. Surrendering attachments, releasing unconscious patterns. You're changing the narrative. You're changing how you see something. You are breaking a cycle. Maybe there's something you always did a certain way because that's what you were taught, or what your experiences, you know, how your experiences formed how you saw something. I feel like if something was kind of rock solid before, I feel like it's more malleable or mutable now. You know, like you are becoming someone else. You are becoming something else. You are almost like uncovering these layers inside of you that were in there all along. But if there was this hard shell, you never got to see maybe the different like, I don't know, like vibrations, colors. I'm getting just different kind of energies that were maybe under there and hidden. I'm getting that you're uncovering some hidden gifts as well. But if you have anything you are too attached to and it's anchoring you down, or it's not aiding in the elevation of who you're becoming or what you're supposed to be, where it's not matching your vibration, then you have to be the one to redirect yourself, move yourself a different way, make different decisions, even just perceive something a different way. Therefore, you will in turn make different choices. This is releasing anything that doesn't serve you anymore, that's not for your highest and greatest good, and having keen awareness on how, and desire, willpower, and I heard determination. Maybe the letter D. Maybe someone has a name with the letter D, to do so. I don't know why I hear Desiree. I don't get names all the time, but when I get them, they're really bold. Like Desiree, Des, I heard Dottie. I hope maybe that's someone you know, or like Dot. I don't think I don't think a lot of people have that name. It's a really cute name. I like that. I like that name a lot. All right, so let's jump into the tarot. I have two. Well, I probably have more than that. I have 3. So let's do one from each. Let's start with the top. What would be helpful right now in this energy, movement, exciting ride coming through for the collective right now? Doing something that excites you, the universe having huge plans for you, and you claiming them. And letting go of old stories so you can make room for new ones. So you can be in that, writing it as you go. It's like I feel like maybe somebody was writing not for all of you, but I feel like for some of you, like it was almost like you had somebody too involved in your narrative. And it wasn't a back and forth kind of thing where it was an equal exchange of creation together. It was like somebody was narrating what you should do and you had less of a part of it. I feel like that cycle is completely breaking. I don't think that message was for all of you. But I feel like some of you are gaining awareness that maybe that's somebody like overexerting their power. It could also be manipulation kind of energy. But if somebody is always kind of putting themselves in the driver's seat and you want to be going somewhere else, maybe you need to get in the driver's seat. Or go separate ways, or have a conversation, because I feel like there is somebody who's going to be back and forth with you. Let's see. What is one message for the collective, please? Ooh, well, and that blew in my fan, so I guess we're going to take both of these from this deck. You do have success. And you have something really powerful coming in. Either this is you stepping in, this card in this deck loves to come through. It's where you hear it coming. I just love describing this card. It's so powerful. I mean, it can be an earthy energy. It's the King of Pentacles. This is somebody who has an offer for the long term, for the long haul. This is somebody not afraid of hard work. It could be a Taurus, but it could also be a Virgo, Capricorn. But I love that in this card, he has his birthday suit on and he's vulnerable. He doesn't have that big armor. His armor is in his vehicle. It's in his movement. It's in the tools he uses to build, to construct, to manifest, to have abundance, to be in this world. He is naked in the world, feeling all of those vibrations, exposing his truth, perhaps protecting his thoughts a little bit, knowing, when is the right time to let out the plans Pay attention to the details and when is the right time to take off that helmet and ride in that big heavy chariot completely naked. But he has this scepter of authority and power. He's holding this globe of possibilities. Maybe that's also the travel thing. Maybe this is also slow and steady. It doesn't have to be rushed, although I think this bull can go pretty fast and pretty strong. And there's these ripples on the earth, like you just hear it coming. Upside down, this person is usually pretty powerful, but completely sucked into ego land. So obsessed with what others think of the perfect narrative of his or her life that they continue down a path that never feels authentic in them because they're so damn worried about what everyone else thinks. And they want to be seen as having all of this abundance. They want to be seen as being in a powerful position, putting in all the effort, being strong, being grounded and building a lot. But when they're building something that's not pulling them in the direction of their heart, or where they feel like they can be their exposed, true, authentic self, then this king is always going to have that big ass armor on and kind of not be accessible. Even be a little bit pompous. Really wrapped up in not the spiritual realm of this earth. All being grounded. All building all of this stuff. But the legacy with this king is not the wealth he has, it's the wealth inside. It's knowing that exactly where he is. Whether he is just living in a simple little studio apartment, a tent, a camper, his parents' house, or a castle. It is that contentment with getting to be on this beautiful earth and being alive. And that contentment and that following of his passions on this earth is what creates wealth. Wealth is different in everyone's eyes. For some, it is having a big kingdom. It's building it all. And they want a lot of responsibility and they want to grow more. And that is their passion. Therefore, that is perfect. That is their destiny. But everyone's destiny is different. But it looks like you are on the destiny to success. Whether this person is coming in your life, maybe that's the person along for the ride with you, or this is you sitting in that driver's seat, doing it yourself, having that yang energy to make something happen, to give something a go. Maybe somebody gets along for the ride halfway through your journey. You never know. But this is also another pentacle card. So it's the 6 of discs, which is, I like how beautifully even these cards are. Like, it just looks like sacred geometry, but it's sharp and soft at the same time. Sort of like this is heavy and soft as well. This is when you have the right people in your life that are reciprocal in energy. It's equal, give and take. It's where you have to open your arms sometimes and say, I need a little help. I can't handle this all on my own. And you ask for help, or you sometimes delegate some duties out there and give someone else a chance to put some elbow grease in. Sometimes you're the one offering help. Like, I got this. I mean, this person is perfectly capable of handling a lot. But you have to go back to that thing I saw with the body language. If somebody's arms are closed, or even if it's helpful advice coming in, that advice would be beneficial in what you do in your 3D everyday world land. But if somebody is not really listening or hearing it or using that information, do you continue to reach out when it's not being received? Because now you're just exerting your energy to a place where it's being depleted or it's not being valued. So you are moving towards a place where it's equal back and forth. But that is both giving and receiving. Sometimes that's contractual. So it's signing, you know, looking at the details, signing on the line, fulfilling a contract. You know, this is what you signed up for. This is what you receive. That's what you're going to give. And it's fulfilling that contract. But if it's just exchange of energy, it doesn't have to always be equal. That card is also a big, beautiful message to sometimes you just give with that energy of the Good Samaritan. Because you can. Because you can. Because you're there. And it's beautiful seeds that you plant that bring abundance for you in the world somewhere. If it's not in that particular garden where that seed is going to grow, you still planted that beautiful spiritual seed. So it's still going to grow and manifest in your life, maybe somewhere else. It's beautiful energy and karma that comes back to you somehow, some way. And it's without expectation and complete release that it grows the tallest, the biggest. When you have this high expectation, well, I'll do that for you, but I totally expect you to do this for me. I mean, sometimes that's okay if it's more like an agreement kind of thing, a handshake. That is good. So you have to just discern if it's like a business situation, if it's a contract situation, or if it's just energy because. And if it's just something you want to do because it's the right thing to do, it's just doing it for that pure reason of love, and it's going to come back. Just like if you plant weird ass seeds that are of lower vibration, sometimes that comes to bite you in the ass. Maybe not by that person, but energetically, we always have lessons that come back around to us. So it is paying attention to the energy you put out. Is the energy you put out and the vibrations you are thinking about towards others what you would want to receive back? Whew. Let's see. I have, speaking of good vibrations, I have this happy tarot. So let's do one happy tarot card. Clarity for the collective on the Prince of Discs and success. This balanced energy of give and take. What is one message, please, and thank you? Ooh. We have the Queen of Swords. So you have a king and a queen now. This Queen of Swords is so strong. I really like the Queen of Swords. I mean, she is powerful. She is independent. She is solid on her own. I think it's kind of, I don't like the messages on the cards that I have where it says this is a divorcee. I mean, she could be. Or sometimes it says it's not time to think about a relationship right now. It's time to think about business. And maybe that's true. Maybe that's a message for some of you that needs to come out. But this is the queen that she can be solid in her business, but she's a great person to be in a relationship with because she's independent. Unless she's upside down, I guess she can be a little bit stuck in the energy of codependency, but still she's independent. She would just maybe be the one trying to control a situation too much. She would be that energy upside down with whatever I saw before with the person trying to completely control the narrative. Because she is very, very harsh. We will look at her upside down. When she's upside down, she's harsh. People stay around her out of fear, not love. Maybe she's powerful. Or maybe, they can have something they can get out of her from being around her. But then these are the people that have the vibration that go home and bitch to their honey about this person they have to work with or be around, or why did they do that? This upside down queen is very harsh and she's very hurtful. She really hurts people with her words. She digs into the things of people that are their insecurities and the things about them that they're not solid with, and really takes jabs at people for the wrong reasons because she's insecure and she's low vibration. And speaking illy about others or harshly about others makes her feel better. And it's just where this person is at if they're upside down. And we all have times. where we flip back upside down in other ways. Everybody is human. No one's ever one way or the other way. This person can be upside down but have beautiful attributes about them in certain areas of their life. But upright, I love this queen. Upright, she's so solid. She's so independent. She's so intelligent. She's so smart. You can have such fun conversations with this queen because she's open-minded. Because she wants more information, because that's how she becomes intelligent. That's how she learns. You know, when she is upright, she takes that sword and she will defend others that don't have the confidence to do it themselves. She speaks on behalf of others because she's so comfortable in her position of power and what she's gone through that she will defend others as well as herself. This queen isn't going to stand for any bullshit. If somebody is not treating her right and not living authentically, or not, you know, doing something that she feels is of high vibration and value, she'll speak up. And she doesn't care what anyone else thinks of her. So there is something really beautiful about her bluntness. It just depends on where she's coming from with that information. She also has learned her lessons really fast. I feel like this is, by the way, Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra energy. She wants to be fair, and she's been through so many lessons that she's pretty good. Once she's been through a lesson, she doesn't want to repeat that shit at all. She doesn't want to go through it again. So that's why she stops something before it becomes weird. But that's why she also can see how other people maybe are going through something similar to her, but she has to understand as much knowledge as she has, as much experience as she has, and as strong as she is, not everybody else is, nor ready to hear it, nor ready to hear a truth. Well, let's look at this. I put this up right. You do have death at the bottom. So it might mean, well, these two could be together. She has really good plans and ideas, and he knows how to ground it and make it grow. And it's not a gender thing. It's just feminine, masculine. But there has to be something that's let go of. It does have letting go of stories. Maybe it's letting go of an old narrative, a way of thinking, being more open-minded, new information coming in, and writing new goals, new dreams, new desires, new chapters. Here, it's getting ready for that new energy. Upside down, it's holding on to something that is gone. It's done, it's not working, it's no longer there, and you're stuck in the past holding on to something that doesn't want to be there or isn't there anymore, or an old you. It's that metamorphosis energy, it's that transfiguration. You're not going to crawl into the old skin anymore. You want to live, you want to be going through that portal of the light at the end of the tunnel. So you are thriving. This is getting ready for a new chapter. But the death card means there has to be a release of what is done. So I want to do one more, but I have it across the room. So let's do one more from a different tarot, just to sort of sum this up or bring a deeper message. I'm sort of looking at the clock, and I have to be going as well. Sometimes I try to squeeze these readings in when I don't have much time, but I hope this was helpful for you guys. Let's get one more message, please, and thank you. The Five of Swords. Okay, so this could be somebody that was playing mind games with you in the past. It could also be you playing mind games with yourself, getting in your own way. The Five of Swords is where there's, I don't know, there's always like somebody who has their really big opinions or their way of doing something. I also do see the Five of Swords as sometimes where there's some kind of energy of mental manipulation. Somebody who just wants to win at any cost just to be the winner. Or they're, you know, a really sore loser. And usually that's a person that in the end is standing there with their trophy all alone. Because it's when you recognize and you value the people that got you there, hard lessons too, is where you find beneficial energy in the growth of every situation. The Five of Swords sometimes it's a 5, so it's change. And it is changing your mindset because it's swords energy. And if this is any environment that you are in, you might have to be the one to take yourself out of an environment to make those changes. It's sometimes I go about pitying myself, and all that time I'm being carried on great winds across the sky. So it's like you're on that journey, or somebody is on that journey where there has to be this big, beautiful new adventure awaiting, but you're daydreaming in the car instead of being along for that journey. You're looking at all the past and what was lost instead of all that is to come and could be. And all the while, the winds of change are always going to blow. Things are always going to be different. So it's sometimes just acceptance of it, but it's choosing to be here now and thrive. It's choosing to be alive now and look at what you get to do. Look at how far you have come. It's like so much change has happened in this card, and like you kind of missed a lot of it. You missed out on being in those experiences, which means you are someone else. This doesn't have to be your energy. This can give you clarity on where someone else is. It's like complacency. These cards are a little bit different than other tarot decks with their quotes. Also, who is this quote by? What's Ajwe saying? Upside down. It's like somebody who asks you harsh questions to keep you on your toes, to help you see something a different way. It's you asking yourself the right questions, even if they're hard. And like really looking at the truth as to the intentions of people. Because I feel like with the Five of Swords, it's outside influences more than you, but it can be internal. So if it's like playing games with yourself, getting in your own way, having self-doubt, getting too wrapped up in what didn't happen instead of what could and where you're going, it kind of gets you stuck. Where even when you are stuck, that wheel is turning. So it's choosing to, I'm just getting you in the driver's seat. And I'm going back to somebody that's maybe going to help you. It is possible that sometimes when change does not want, or change is being resisted, and somebody can foresee how to make those changes and what to do in reality to make it happen, but somebody is not ready to change, it is not heard. So, do I have one more? I'm gonna do the universe has your back if I have it. But I don't see it. But I have this one. So let's do notes from the universe on love and connections. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for being here with me. Let's get one more message for the collective, please, and thank you. You needn't worry. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Wow, Bob snuck on in at the end here. There's no one in your life who hasn't always loved you. They're all just learning how to show it. Big sillies, the universe. We're all here to learn. You know, I do feel like you are going to be in a beautiful place, making really beautiful connections where maybe you get to hear a little bit more about how much somebody values you and loves you. And you're going to get to hear maybe those things that maybe you didn't get to hear from others in your past. Even if it was love that was there. People show love in many different ways, in all different levels and forms. I feel like the love coming in is going to be pretty big. So get ready for that beautiful ride. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a beautiful day, evening, or morning, and I will see you soon. Bye.